Okay, I'm pretty excited for today's video, specifically because we're getting to finally play a game being put together by Abubakar Salim, who you might recognize as Bayek from Assassin's Creed Origins. He's also done voice acting in The Legend of Vox Machina. He was in that Napoleon movie with Joaquin Phoenix. He's been in a ton of stuff, and this is a brand new game from a brand new studio that's trying to tell an original story about loss of a father from a son. It's really, really interesting, and I can't wait to play it. The game is Tales of Kenzera Zhao, and I am ready to just get into this. But first, I just want to clarify this video is sponsored by EA, the publisher. They reached out asking if I'd like to get my hands on the game early and share it with my audience, and I said yes, so long as I'm allowed to say whatever I want, whether it's positive or negative. I need full creative control. And they agreed. They actually put it into the contract in writing that I have to be honest whether those opinions are positive or negative. So everything I'm gonna describe in this video are my own opinions, my own thoughts. So shout out to them for being cool with that. But with all of that, let's just get into it. We're gonna select a blank save slot and just go for it. In loving memory of those who touched our lives. This game is a tribute to their enduring spirit. This game was actually inspired when Abubakar Salim lost his father, and he kind of created this as a tribute to him and their story together. And just like that, we're in it. We're in it doing it. This is a nice place, honestly. I'm low-key jealous. This is like very Gucci.
I can't.
Can't what? Go inside? Surgent Studios presents. Yeah, this is their first game, their debut game. Very first thing they've put out. It's an EA Originals title as well, which, shout out to them. I mean, they've been greenlighting these projects that are a little bit more experimental, and I'm loving it. I think it's great.
Zuberi.
Mama, I miss him, Ma. I miss him so much.
I know. I miss him too. Maybe if you go to see him, pay your respects?
No, I can't. I can't do that yet.
Zuberi.
Mama, I can't.
Your Baba, he left this for you, for the days after. When Baba found out he was sick, the look on his face, the anxiety, the fear, the anger, even a little confusion. But he had this sudden drive to write. He started this book. I think he wanted to make sure he had a good story to tell his son.
What's it about?
I don't know, but maybe it is for you to find out. Take your time, Zuberi.
My story began at the end of a world I once knew.
And we're in it. And we're in it. We're doing it. So this fits in the realm of like 2.5D platformers. So it's not just straight 2D with just a flat background and everything. You actually have 3D environments you're running around and exploring, but you do so in a two-dimensional way, which is why they call it 2.5, because it's not quite 2D, but it's also not quite 3D. I will say the game is pretty, and these particle effects are pretty Gucci as well. Like, Very, very fluid, very seamless. I'm liking it. Okay, the Mask of the Moon. Malicious and deadly spirits roam the land of Kenzera. Use the power of the mask to defeat them. The Mask of the Moon excels in both long-range attacks and crowd control techniques. Press X. Okay, so left trigger to aim. X for light. Y for heavy. Okay. Then B for dash. Oh, okay. So I have a Mask of the Sun as well. Brutal melee power. We do triple X for a light attack combo. Heavy attacks, pretty solid too. Okay, I didn't realize we had multiple masks. I've like intentionally kept this game like off my radar after seeing the first couple of trailers because I was like, ooh, I want to check that out. And I don't want any spoilers. So I've not seen any of the like potentially spoilerific things, and so a lot of this is fresh and exciting, and I'm here for it. So I can actively swap between masks based on different enemy weaknesses and stuff, which is kind of like swapping like stances or different damage output types, depending on who you're taking on, which is a cool way to do it. Keeps it fresh, you know? This platform level reminds me a lot of Smash Bros. I forget the name of the map, but it's very Smash Bros-esque. It's all I can think about. I'm sorry. Like the double, like the bridge or the two like buildings on the sides. I can't remember what it's called though. And break the bridge. It's gonna break it. Crunch. Love it. Okay, now we can push this over there maybe. What's over here? Ooh, I will awaken its energy. Hear the echo.
The boy stood before a being he was familiar with, yet a stranger to.
Sweet. Little closer to a level up. I'm about it. Ooh, baby. Spirit attacks. Okay, press those two. Press two segments. Lunar Blast. And it's a supernova with her. Okay. Oh, baby. That'll do. And now we're off on the full adventure with the God of Death by our side. A great companion to have, if you ask me.
So, wait!
Uh-oh. Oh God. That's what you get for choosing to side with the God of Death. He kills you. It sucks to suck. Oh, shrink down. There we go. Is this where I needed to be? Or did I just luck out? Down the waterfall slide. Okay. Well, little detour. It's okay. We'll manage. Never mind. Didn't see the spikes there.
Beyond there is a power. I can feel it. One that only we can use. All I have to do is get through it. Prove my worthiness as a shaman.
The choice as always is yours. If you believe you can, then you must.
Let's do it. I'm a boss. Little platforming challenge to prove I am the shaman. To end all shamans. Whoa, okay. Maybe I'm not. And okay, there we go. Open the thing. New trinket found. Okay, what's this? Damage inflicted by slamming enemies into each other or the environment is increased. Oh, nice. Okay, so we can only equip them at a workbench.
I've seen these before.
All right, here's a workbench. Let's use it. So lifted spirit, juggling enemies in combat increases the amount of spirit gained, or slamming enemies into each other and the environment is increased. I'm gonna equip this one. So currently I can only have one equipped, but later I would guess I can equip more maybe? I don't know. Oh, look at these cute little fellas. Yumbos.
Caution. They do not seek to offend or harm. Truly, they are good people.
They're adorable
Their
is what
only
they
wish
are.
is to care. They rejuvenate and welcome others. They help. Come, take a moment. A traveler must rest to know the ground has shifted.
I mean, I want to be their friends. Oh, and it's the fast travel point. Okay. That seemed important. Wearing the moon mask with Baba Stone. Left joystick to aim. Press RT to launch Baba Stone. Freeze the enemies moving. Okay. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. So this game technically is classified as a Metroidvania game, which means that you're going to have very large sprawling levels, kind of like these, where you'll eventually have paths that are locked behind different abilities that you may or may not have currently. And if you don't have them currently, you can unlock them later and then get access to those areas once you've gotten the necessary tools or abilities to access them. And it's a tried and true method of game design, especially for platformers. It's been a thing for ages and ages and ages. I mean, we're talking like decades at this point. So it is tried and true for sure. Oh, baby. That was a lot. But as a result of that, often with these types of games, they can start off a little bit more slow. And then as you gain more abilities and more capabilities like we just saw, the map opens up again. Areas you didn't get to access previously now are opened up and offer all new challenges and things that you didn't even realize you were missing out on. And what I really appreciate about this is that I kind of have grown accustomed to the waterfalls just being in the levels as they currently are and using them to ride down. And then they give me this ability, which lets me actually utilize them and transform them so that I can climb up them and reach new areas I didn't even think I could reach before. And I think that that's just a super cool way of doing it. I also have a few skill points I can use. So I have the sun mask and the moon mask. Press X at the perfect time during a recharge to instantly refill Zhao's light charges, grant temporary damage boosts. Press X perfect time, so same kind of thing, just mirrored. Okay. Ooh, a smash attack. I want that. Let's try it. Just like this. Ooh. Smash. I like that. Okay. Okay, so now that trinket that gives me perks and boosts for knocking enemies back might make more sense, because I can do that now. And I froze his ass. There we go. So now I should be able to freeze all of this stuff that I didn't even know you could do and get back up and out of the caves, which I don't know. I just love the idea that I didn't even realize I could go back that way, but now I have an ability to do it. It's really, really clever. Okay, we're almost out of it, and then we freeze it. Okay, we're good. See, I'm liking this. I'm liking this. I'll be honest. Booyah! Oh, that's filthy. That's a filthy ultimate ability, I'll tell you what. Oh, we found her.
Zhao, look. There she is.
Hey, Ujambo! For little legs, you run fast, eh? Listen, I wish to apologize. I should... Hey, no, wait!
She doesn't want to hear it. She's livid.
Be ready, Zhao.
Be ready, let's do it. What are we gonna find? I love this super. Oh. It's a wee bit chaotic. Body smash. Oh my God. The combat is interesting because it goes between kind of extremes. On the one hand, there's moments where it's just really simple and it's just kind of button mashy, where you're just going for basic light attack combos and that's about it. Other times, like you'll toss in a heavy or like a ground smash or something to push them into the environment, but there's not much there. And then they throw like 5 or 6 of these enemies at you at the same time, and it can just be overwhelming. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm juggling so much. And because the arenas tend to be a little bit smaller, it can be a little bit tougher to handle and juggle, even though you're technically still juggling. I mean, you get what I mean. Uh-oh. Oh, boss fight. Let's go. The other thing I was about to say about the combat was I was wishing we would get like boss fights or something. Oh my God. To shake it up a little bit. Oh, okay. Well, we'll practice. So he's just got a really basic set of moves. He just kind of slams and then jogs towards you, or he sends a shockwave towards you. not crazy. It takes a minute to get the hang of, but once you figure it out, it's not bad. Just let him keep doing it, I guess. And then ultimate. And just like that. So, I mean, like that boss encounter was at least a little bit different. It was something fresh. But even he had like 3 moves that he would just cycle between, and that was kind of it. So I'm having a good time with it. I'm having a good time with the platforming. I just think like as the game goes on, I'd be interested to see how they shake up the combat, see if they can keep it fresh with some new boss fights or new enemy encounters, enemy types, things like that. And just like that, we reach some more of these little squash looking things that are adorable. But just like here, I mean, you can see already we've explored all this stuff, like this crazy amount of stuff. And we're only, what, at this point in the video, I'm like an hour and a half into the game, or maybe 2 hours into the game. So I don't know how long the game is, but it seems like there's a lot here. And honestly, I'm having a good time. I'm interested in how they keep up enemy variety, encounter variety, boss fights, and things like that. I think they've got a lot of runway left with it, but they have a lot of different abilities they're tossing out and upgrades for the characters. So it seems like there's some potential for the rest of this. And at its core, this is a game about a story. It's about a tale of loss and overcoming that grief that can be crippling. And that's really what's going to keep you compelled and keep you going through the course of this game. I mean, it's not just a platformer. It's trying to do a lot more on top of that. And I think that that's what separates it from the rest. Not to mention that it's a new IP from a brand new studio, from an artist that you probably are familiar with. At least you've probably encountered his work over the last few years. And that's exactly the kind of project that I would like to support in this industry, where everybody's just pumping out sequels and trilogies of the same thing we've seen 15,000 times over. So, I mean, I'm just glad to get something fresh and new. But let me know what you thought of this. Are you going to be trying out Tales of Kenzera Zao yourself? If you're interested, links in the description and the pinned comment, of course. You'll be supporting a brand new studio and a group of very passionate artists doing something a little bit different, which is always refreshing. Again, thank you to EA for sponsoring this video and allowing me to try this early and share it with you guys. I appreciate that. And of course, thank you to them for letting me say whatever I want to say, which is pretty rare for big companies that are sponsoring videos. So shout out to them. But with that, I'll see you in the next video. Hugs and kisses. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Blah, blah, blah. I'm bad at outros. Bye-bye.